You gonna count it down?
January 2nd, 2019, today at 10 a.m. As of December 31st, 2018, 6 months into our fiscal year, we have expended $6,654,158 of our $14,258,844 2018-19 budget of 46.7%. Food service and adult ed expenses, which are on your sheet, and revenues are per the Finance Department report. They are both dependent on when they receive subsidies. Adult ed has greater expenses during the first part of fall and spring sessions, so they are showing a very healthy revenue balance as December ends. All appears to be in line. The discussion of the morning was regarding member resolution to amend declaration of trust with MSMA. The majority of district insurance is with MSMA, and therefore they are requesting we vote to accept their resolution. More information will be given the board at a future meeting, along with an opinion from Drummond Woodson relating to this resolution.
Questions for Carol? Okay, curriculum coordinator, curriculum report.
Thanks. So at our next curriculum meeting on Wednesday, January 9th, we'll be having a presentation and discussion about the ALICE program. So ALICE is a new lockdown model. It stands for Alert, Lockdown, Inform, Counter, and Evacuate. Jeremy Pyburn, who's a Maine State Police officer, has been trained. He's going to come attend our meeting, and the Oxford County EMA director, as well as both of our school resource officers, and the curriculum committee. Everyone's certainly welcome to attend. We have some educators and administrators who will be in attendance as well. I think it wasn't in my written report last month because it wasn't out, the information wasn't out early enough, but I know I announced it, but it's certainly worthy of announcing again that we have 3 brand new nationally board certified teachers. So congratulations to Christina Rich, who teaches 1st grade at the elementary school, Sonia Logan, who's a physical education teacher here at the middle school, and Luann Mudgett, who teaches 7th grade mathematics here at the middle school. So we'll be celebrating those 3 teachers along with our new Teacher of the Year and Education Support Person of the Year on Wednesday, March 6th at 6 p.m. The other things on my report are all about professional development. We have lots of exciting things going on this month. We have 3 different book studies. We have over 50 educators participating. One, Mr. Wolf and Mrs. McNulty, who's one of our technology people, are doing a Restorative Circles book study. Mr. Hughes is doing one on Discipline with Dignity, and I am doing one on Taking Action RTI at Work, so that's really exciting. And we met with continuing our pre-K work. We met, I always think of you for the prenatal, the grade 3 action plan. So we met with our consultant as required, and he was very impressed with our plan, thought it was very well-rounded and ambitious. We are going to be focusing lots on family engagement and trying to build some community partnerships, and then always looking at ways we can improve the transition from their early childhood experiences to kindergarten. And don't miss the spelling bee on Monday, January 7th here at 6:30. We have students in grades 5 through 8 participating, and we are fortunate enough, the date hasn't been settled, but we will be hosting the Oxford County Spelling Bee again this year as well.
Any questions for Sue? Go ahead, Brad.
We keep on hearing about our teachers that have made national board certification, and I think it's great. And I don't want names, but does everybody who sticks their name in the hat get drawn out, or does?
No, absolutely not. It's incredibly rigorous. I think the passing rate hovers in the 30%, somewhere in the 30% range.
So we have had some of our teachers that have gone for it and not made it.
Yes, we have some people who, and they try to be positive that they're continuing the process.
Oh,
But
okay.
absolutely, it's very rigorous.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Technology Committee report. John?
I was not able to attend, but corresponded with Chuck McLaughlin of the Technology Committee, and the Tech Committee met on December 20th. Items to report to the board. Thankfully, our Infinite Campus and grades 7 to 12 Wi-Fi systems, the state will be paying for our costs for one more year. The new grade 3 to 6 laptops that we have rolled out are working well. Deployment has been successful. We are additionally rolling out laptop covers, hoping to cover all of grade 3 to 12. These are like you have a cell phone case. This is a case for a laptop to help prevent against damage. The grade 7 through 12 covers, the technology budget had enough money left in repairs to cover the cost of covers for those laptops. They hope to have enough left over to cover grade 3 to 6 laptop cases as well. Some upcoming items that are being considered and will be further discussed with the board when ripe for discussion. Installation of an elementary school gym large screen projector. The Technology Committee is beginning to look at pricing to add that functionality to the elementary school gym. Preliminary estimates are on the order of $30,000 for a large electronic projection screen and the caged projector that would be protected from being hit by basketballs or anything that happened to be flung at it from below. In addition, future budgetary items that the technology is going to be considering are potentially expanding the typing club in 5th grade. Requires licenses for students that participate in the typing program. It has been popular. In addition, the robotics club has been very popular, and there's discussion of trying to expand it to a full-year program, which may require more iPads for more student participation. The technology survey is also being rolled out. Some teachers who reviewed the survey had some concerns about the fact that we ask children about their technology access at home and whether that was too intrusive. Privacy and data privacy in particular have been a big focus, and DOE has been pushing that on the schools. We, on the technology side, are developing new parent permission forms with regards to explaining how technology is protected. More staff education is being implemented as well as regards to data privacy. The next meeting of the Technology Committee has not yet been set.
Okay, any questions for John? Nancy?
And it may be an administration question. I don't know which ball court this falls in. On the capacity for the storm packs, and I know that a couple of districts in the state started the process of trying to figure out how they could do it, and they were asked to put it on hold. I don't know what the new DOE's direction will be, but then I didn't know what our capacity was either. So I don't know if the committee has talked about that at all. I think what prompted that question, John, was that when you're talking about the home and whether or not someone has access, it was interesting to look at, I think it was Mount Desert Island was one of the ones that was doing that, and how they were solving that problem. Mm-hmm. So it was like they considered it a non-issue because of certain things that could be done. Has the Technology Committee done any work on that, or has administration? I don't know where we fall on that. I don't know whether it comes from you to them or from them to you for thought.
It would probably come from Superintendent District Learning Team to the Technology Committee. Sue would be a big part of that. I can tell you snow days. We talked about our construction. The construction committee seems super supportive of blizzard bags.
Right.
I think our district learning team on its face is supportive of blizzard bags, but the logistics of it, challenging technology is a small piece. What all of our individuals in the district would do for work. If everybody's to work at home, some jobs fit nicely into that, others not as much. So we have a lot of details to work out. Technology is certainly one piece, and we would consult with that committee, but there are a lot of pieces to figure out. You have to get approval. I'm like, new commissioner, new governor. I'm not sure what the direction will be around blizzard bag days. And
So is it fair to say this is a back burner item that's not dead, but it's one that's on the back burner?
It's one we'll work on until we present the calendar to this school board for approval come, I think it's May-ish. It's probably on our calendar. So
Okay.
we'll be working as an administrative / district learning team over the next few months, getting input from staffs in every building to see where we go with that, and technology will certainly play a role.
Okay, all right, I didn't know where it belonged.
We haven't discussed it at our prior meetings, and unless Chuck forgot to mention it at this one, it wasn't discussed at this one.
Okay, no, thank you.
You mentioned that the robotics club may need to have additional laptops?
Potentially additional iPads was the discussion.
Bless you.
Why can't what they already have suffice?
They're talking about expanding the program, additional equipment, additional student participation, additional robots with control modules. I take it. I'm on the technology committee. It does not mean that I am not a Luddite. I'm not sure all the technical aspects that go into it, but additional iPads was the topic of discussion.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions for John? Okay, Wellness Committee.
Yep.
Judy.
So our new food service director, Samantha Wedgwood, took over for Mary, as you know, and she's the one that runs these meetings, so we welcomed her. And the beginning part was regarding the Maine Integrated Youth Health Survey in 2017. Britt shared that with us, if you remember. And it's going to be updated as of February of 2019, so we'll be discussing this. What I'm doing, I'm sure that you got this in the mailing, but I'm going to take parts of it because it's a two-page document. Britt reported that the new weight room is being completed in the old Alt Ed building, and that will give extra exercise area for our students. And I had suggested our wellness policy guidelines state that we should have a student on our committee, and Connie Forbes is going to look for 2 students, hopefully juniors, so that they'll be with us 2 years, and hopefully telling them that this will look good on their resume, that it will encourage them to join the committee. A discussion regarding signage regarding the dangers of vaping and juuling in the high school and middle school bathrooms, and Samantha's going to look into the pricing of that. Britt announced that he received a grant from Teens to Trails, and he would like to purchase hiking equipment and have a gear library available for the community, and it would provide hiking tools, supplies, etc. The wellness policy, JL, was reviewed, and we are in compliance as far as Hungry Free Kids Act of 2010 is. And we've also put together a 1-page highlight sheet of the wellness policy that's going to be distributed, and it will be reviewed by the state when they come for their visit on January 9th, which is this week. Is it this week? Next week. Current wellness opportunities available in our community are the Sacopee Valley Ski Club, ice skating done by Sacopee Rec, and that's done at the rink down by the elementary school, yoga classes, on-life health program for employees, which Becky monitors for us, and we appreciate that, Becky. Die Hard Hikers Student Hiking Club, and the Health Center's 5K and Healthy Sacopee Hikes. Those are all the wellness
opportunities that we could come up with for the community. And Rose Press Morrison down in the elementary school has been acknowledged for the Eat Well, Play Hard program that she is doing. This is part of nutrition education where they do taste testings of fruits and vegetables, a different one each month. And the goal is to expose kids to different fruits and vegetables. And actually, there are some kids that say that they like broccoli. It's a good thing. And our next meeting is February 6th at 2:45.
Okay, any questions for Judy?
You've also got the offerings from the adult ed in the new brochure that we just got.
Yes, we should add that
For the
too.
health and fitness
Yeah.
section.
Yeah.
And we'll put that in there, Sue, thank you.
Okay, we'll move on to the superintendent's report.
Just a review of appointments, resignations. So appointments, Joy Hayes as ELL Library Educational Technician and Miranda Whitney as Title I Educational Technician. Resignations, Kelly Dyer from her CNA position, SAD55, Harlan Eastman, JV baseball coach, and Monique Sullivan, principal at Saukville Valley Elementary School. Also accepted the intent to retire from Ann Condello, a music teacher at Saukville Valley Elementary School. I'd like to publicly thank Ann for her years of service and wish her well in her future endeavors. So thank you so much, Ann, for your service to SAD55. That is it for me tonight, Arthur.
Okay. Any questions for Carl? Policy reports, there was no policy committee meeting, however, we do have a couple of policies to have a second reading. So under action items, consideration to approve the following policies as a second reading and adoption. CBI, evaluation of the superintendent, and FFAA scholarships.
So moved.
Moved by Judy, seconded by Jolene. Any discussion? Go ahead, John.
Just before you call for votes, since we're voting on them all together, I'm going to vote no on CBI, but yes on the rest of them.
Okay. You want to, I'll have a separate vote.
It is.
All in favor of CBI? Opposed?
There you go.
All in favor of FFA scholarships?
So can we do it, wait,
Motion
so
carries.
do you want to do a motion second on that one, and make it a second vote? Right, so I have a motion, I have Judy Jolene on CBI with John as a no, everybody else is a yes. And then
Okay.
just at number 2, consideration to adopt FFA,
Okay.
motion second, and then we'll have a vote on that one.
So moved.
John,
Seconded by Diane.
Diane, and now,
Any discussion?
so I broke them into 1 and 2
All
on
right.
your agenda.
All in favor of FFA scholarships? Opposed? Motion carries.
Oh, great, thank you so
All right,
much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Arthur.
Yes, sir. Consideration under executive session to discuss a personnel matter pursuant to 1 MRSA Section 405-6A.
So moved.
So moved by Jolene, seconded by Diane. Any discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.